Do you experience that you have taken on too much technical debt, and that you over-engineered some stuff or don't have the right documentation? And do you also want to know why this is a problem for your startup and also what you can do about it? Well, then this video is especially made for you. And this clip from our very first webinar, Luciano will tell you all about it. And do you experience that you don't have any clue about the quality and the reliability of your software? Well, then this video is especially made for you. It explains why this is a problem and also how you can solve it. And in this clip from our very first webinar, Luciano will tell you all about this problem. And do you experience that you are in the middle of a vendor lock-in and that you are not recognizing Trojan horses? Well, do you want to know why this is a problem and what you can do about it to solve it? Well, then this video is especially made for you. And this clip from our very first webinar, Luciano will tell you all about it. And do you experience that you are lacking focus en pivoting too fast? Oké, die doe ik even opnieuw. And do you experience that you are lacking focus or that you are pivoting too fast? And do you also want to know why this is a problem and what you can do about it to solve it? And then this video is perfect for you. And this clip from our very first webinar, Luciano will tell you all about it. And do you experience that plan A has failed and that you don't have a backup plan? Die weer opnieuw. And do you experience that you don't have a plan B, C or D for when things go as you didn't expect them to go? And do you want to know why this is a problem and also how you can solve it? Well, then this video is especially made for you. And this clip from our very first webinar, Luciano will tell you all about it. And do you experience or perhaps recognize that you are not taking care of individual team members? Or do you want to know why this is a problem and what you can do about it to solve it? And then this video is especially made for you. And this clip from our very first webinar, Luciano will tell you all about it. And do you experience that you do not recognize the value of eternal communication? And do you want to know why this is a problem or could be a problem? And also what you can do about it? And then this video is perfectly made for you. In this clip from our very first webinar, Luciano will tell you all about it. Doe nog even opnieuw. And do you experience that you are not recognizing the value of internal communication? Well, do you want to know why this might be a problem for your organization? And also what you can do about it? And then this is a perfect video made for you. In this clip from our very first webinar, Luciano will tell you all about it. And do you experience that you might feel like Steve Jobs and that you are stubborn or maybe not listening to outsiders or stakeholders?
If you have issues like onboarding taking a long time, data inconsistencies that shouldn't be there, like your revenue is changing when you change the price of a product because you linked to the products table instead of saving the price from the time it was purchased, or if you have a lot of moving parts because you created a system that is ready for 1 million concurrent users, well, you only plan to have 10K concurrent users in 2 years. Or if you have a multi-cloud 18 microservice setup in 7 different Kubernetes clusters before your MVP is even ready, then you over-engineered, had technical debt, and are not documenting. Also, making the same mistake over and over is part of this pitfall as well. So this will complicate and slow down your product development. You will make the same mistakes over and over. So plan beforehand on what you're actually going to do. And so make sure the foundation is solid, like we touched on before. And make sure you find the right balance on it needs to be good now, but it needs to be good in the future as well. But try to keep it as small as possible. That fits these 2 criteria. So don't over-engineer. That's another thing. And to avoid technical debt, like I mentioned before, make a hacky proof of concept and then build it in a way that's actually good. And if you take on technical debt, plan to pay it off, or at some point, 2 years in the future, you will be only paying interest on your technical debt and not creating any new features. Document why decisions are made. Code should be self-explanatory if you're talking about what it is doing. That's clean code. But you should document why you chose to do it this way. You should never hide your failures. Have a centralized collection and do postmortems if this shit really hit the fan. Make sure that everyone can just take a look at it and we can all learn from it, because it's okay to make mistakes, but it's unacceptable not to learn from them. And keep in mind, the only way to go fast is to go well.
And did you like this video? We have much more content for you to read and view. For instance, our other videos and of course our website. Together with you, we want to achieve growth for your startup. And we want to enable this by development, UX design, and of course, determining the strategy. Feel free to contact us with no strings attached, and let's see what we can accomplish together.